Hello everyone, can you solve this differential equation? So this differential equation is the Cauchy Euler Differential Equation. And if you want to solve this type of equation, you need to assume that the solution is y equals to x to the power of r. And why does this work? It's because if you observe this equation well, you notice that we have x squared over here, and we have the second derivative with respect to x multiplying it, right? So we have this over here. We have the first derivative of x multiplying x with the same powers. The derivative and the powers are both the same. And over here we have, because this can be written as 6x to the power of 0 multiplied by y. So we have the zeroth power of x, and we also have the zeroth differential equation, like the zeroth derivative of x over here. So this is why it's called the Cauchy Euler Differential Equation. And we assume that a solution is y equals to x to the power of r. Now the next thing you want to do is to differentiate this equation. Taking the fourth derivative, we have y prime equals to r multiplied by x to the power of r minus 1. You notice this is the general rule for the differential equation. Alright? So take the second derivative, we have y double prime equals to the power multiplied by the coefficients, so we have r multiplied by r minus 1. X to the power of r minus 1 is the new power now. Minus 1 is r minus 2. Now you can observe that you can also rewrite this original equation as x squared y double prime minus 4x y prime plus 6y equals to 0. Now I need to plug in the values, the expressions for y double prime, y prime, and for y in this new equation now. So we can have x squared, y double prime is the same thing as this. So I will write r multiplied by r minus 1, x to the power of r minus 2, minus 4x, y prime is r multiplied by the x to the power of r minus 1, plus 6y, y is x to the power of r, so we have x to the power of r equals to 0. Now we have x squared, we have x here, we have x here, which is multiplying the same thing. From laws of indices, we know that we have x to the power of a multiplied by x to the power of b. You can simply write it as s to the power of a plus b, right? So we are going to apply this rule over here because we have x squared, we have x squared. You can just combine this r minus 2, then multiply by r minus 1. We have 4x over here. This simply seems as 4x is of 1. So 1. We are combining both x, this x here and this x over here. We are combining them together. So we have 1 plus r minus 1. Then we are left with r. We are left with r. Right? Plus 6 s for r equals to 0. So this cancel out this, we are left with x to the power of r. Then we have r, we can open this bracket. We have r squared minus r. Then we have minus 4x. This cancel out this. We have 4r because x, this now will be in turn, will be s to the power of r, because now we have 4r multiplied by x to the power of r. plus 6 x to the power of r equals to 0. So the next thing we can do is that we have x to the power of r over here, x to the power of r over here, and x to the power of r over here. So x to the power of r is common to all terms. So we can simply factor out x to the power of r, and we have r squared minus r minus 4r plus 6 equals to 0. From this line, we can see that x to the power of r is common. So what I just did is that I combined everything, this, and this. R squared minus r minus 4r plus 6, then multiply by x to the power of r equals to 0. And we know that from normal logic or normal reasoning, it's either x to the power of r equals to 0 or this total expression equals to 0. However, x to the power of r can never be 0 for any given value of x or r, right? So x to the power of r is an extraneous solution, can never be 0. However, you can find the value of r from here. R squared minus r minus 4r plus 6 equals to 0. We can combine the like terms. R squared minus r minus 4r is simply same thing as minus 5r plus 6 equals to 0. And again, this is a quadratic equation. Right? So if you want to find the values of r, how do we find it? So now this is a simple quadratic equation that we know that r minus 3, r minus 2 is simply give us this expression over here. So from there you can say r minus 3 equals to 0 or r minus 2 equals to 0. From here, r is equals to 3 or r equals to 2. So let's say r1 and r2. Now, the general solution of this equation is y equals to c1 x to the power of r1 plus c2 x to the power of r2, where c1 and c2 are both constant. So the solution to this equation now is c1 x to the power of r1. The value of r1 is 3, x to the power of 3 plus c2 x to the power of 2. This is the answer to the given equation. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like our videos, and comment if you want us to drop this kind of math problem.